saying. So if you hear me, next comedian is coming all the way down from the west side. Oh, you know what that means.
So far.
This is our new friend Craig. He's down at Kihie because, you know, west side, well, we're not going to talk about that.
Gotta get out once in a while, you know. All right, okay. Aloha, everybody. My name's Craig Hamilton Bradley, in case I run for president. I don't mince my words or my onions. I like them sliced, diced, chopped, just not minced, all right? Anyway. I identify as cool. I was on the mainland driving around everywhere. You got all these electric signs saying, stay hydrated, drink water, stay cool. I'm like, why are you telling me that? Anyway, in case you're wondering. If you're looking for a really fun mental exercise, just imagine a demolition derby with 50 cars with collision avoidance turned on. 50 people trying to hit each other in cars that won't let them. That looks pretty good in my mind. Anyway. Wow, you guys are a tough crowd. All right. I like sending my friends text messages that just say, text message. Oh, you know what? Sorry, we are live on YouTube, by the way. And you all are, if you're a fugitive, hide your face. I like sending my friends text. I don't really like sending text messages. People send too many goddamn text messages. So I am a rebel. So I rebel by just sending my friends text messages that say, text message. And the next day I'm like, hey, bro, you get my text message? You can do that at home. Shoots. I love, now that we got this beautiful woman running for president, she's about my age. She's looking pretty good. If her husband ever cheats on her, I would like her to know that she is a president I would like to fool around with. She is America's first PILF. Anyway, Casey cheats on her. I want her to know that. Shoots. Sometimes I worked at the Ritz-Carlton for 5 years before the pandemic, before that layoff. And then, and so I just laid people for 5 years. That was my job. I just laid people. So I had a lot of access, you know. Sometimes I just pull my nuts out and show them to people. Check it out. These are my white nuts. In case you don't know what my nuts look like, now you do. These nuts are glazed nuts. Anyways, after the fire, I was in this shelter, you know, and there was so much snack food. I've never seen so much snack food in my life. Like, that's all anybody donated, right? It was just snack food. And I was there with my local friends, and I was like, what's that? Never seen that before. And they're like, oh, those are those Skyflake crackers. And I was like, holy shit, man, I had no... And now, when I say local friends, for those of you from the mainland, that implies that this is a racially diverse group of people, all right? So I said to my local friends, I said, holy shit, I had no idea. There was purple Japanese crackers. See them right here? I thought all crackers were white. Anyway, my local friends thought that was very funny. In case you don't, that's okay. I don't care, actually. So after the fire, I was in my hotel room. My YouTube channel wasn't very successful before the fire, but then I posted all these videos from the fire. And it went from 300 to 5,300 subscribers, you know. And I had this friend who wrote a book, so I was mentioning it. And I called him up, and I was like, hey, bro, how's it going? Has your book sold any more copies, you know? And now, if you live in Hawaii or Los Angeles, like lots of you, you know what it's like to live where it's hot. You know, when you get out of the shower, if you live alone, you don't necessarily put clothes on right away, right? You stroll around naked as a jaybird, you know? And so I was strolling around. I thought, I'm going to call my friend, see if he sold any books. So I called him up, and I like to put funny things together. And so I called him up. I said, how you doing, brother? He said, so what are you doing? I said, oh, I'm just standing here naked thinking of you. He's like, oh, bro, my girlfriend's right here. You're on speakerphone. Oh, like he was really fucked up from that. I have not talked to him since, and that was last October. So this is kind of funny. At least I got a joke out of it. So if you're in a hotel room with your 20-year-old son, right? I'm gonna move this over here. Right? So if you're in a hotel room with your 20-year-old son for 7 months, right? And you got this door between you and the toilet that's paper thin at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. And man, I had so much fun making fun of him with my son. He'd be in the bathroom for 2-3 hours or just on the shitter. And I pull up outside and be like, hey, bro, I got this text on my phone, you know, pretending it like Uber, but different, like toilet buddies, right? Like when you're sad or lonely on the toilet, you just hit a button and somebody shows up to talk to you while you're on the toilet. So I show up at the door and go, hey, your toilet buddy's here. I was looking at my phone and I got a call from, and I'm the closest guy, just like Uber. And what do you want to talk about, Noah? You know, and he'd sit there and go, oh, Dad, come on, man. Leave me alone, you know? Anyway, and I just did that over and over. It was so fun. Anyway, if you don't know this, the only time it's fun and relatively appropriate to make molestation jokes is when you're telling them to your 20-year-old son. It's a good time. So there I was in the shelter. I was a breakfast waiter before the fire, right? And my place of business went out of business. I'm a Craig on Friday every day. I did lose my job on my day off. Anyway, so I'm there. I'm a breakfast waiter. So I wake up 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, right? In a room with 150 people that just survived the fire. It's the 2 nights after the fire. And I'm pretty sure I know what to expect, but I'm just curious. And I'm wide awake. And what do I hear? Just a symphony of farts rising and just burr, 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 burr. And it was a really high ceiling because it was a church, so I didn't smell any of it. And, you know, while you might have been horrified, I was highly amused. Anyway, it was a good time. So on the mainland, well, if you live in Maui, you cannot take road trips. No matter how hard you try, no matter how much you want to, you cannot take a road trip, right? So I just drove across the United States for the 8th and 9th time. And that was a good time. Now, weed is legal on the mainland. I've been smoking weed. I'm from Northern California. I'm smoking the best weed since I was 11. But now, holy shit, you can experiment with weed like you never thought you could, right? Like you can buy a little jar of juice that has 1,000 milligrams of THC. You can just shoot that shit and go for a ride, you know? It's incredible. Like I'm 55 years old. I'm experimenting with weed for the first time since I was 11. Anyway, you cannot smoke. And I've tried. A lot of people have tried. You can't smoke 1,000 milligrams of weed, no matter how hard you try. But you can just get a little bottle of juice and down that shit. In case you don't know, that shit is crazy. All the drinks now, they used to be 10 milligrams. Now they're 100 milligram drinks. They're fucking awesome. Anyway, if you travel the mainland and you're a weed smoker, it's a goddamn weed vacation. Maine, it's legal. California, fucking Colorado, Michigan, Illinois. I bought weed in 7 different states. It was so fun. Anyway, all right, I'll try to let you go here. What else I got here? Oh, you know what? There's some funny things I like to do. First of all, if you ever take a road trip and you don't know this, casinos have the cleanest, most beautiful bathrooms you ever been to. So I go there for that reason. And when I'm walking out of the casino, I like to just say to the guy walking in next to me, hey, bro, you know, if you turn around right now, you still have all your money. Anyway, that's a good time. If any of you have been to Chicago, Chicago has this giant fucking bean. One more. This giant bean, right? It's I can just imagine like some artsy-fartsy person walking into a bureaucrat's office going, hey, what I want to do is build this 4-story, 8-story wide, giant, shiny bean. And that's going to be the coolest thing for tourists to go check out, which it is if you ever go to Chicago. Anyway, for fun, if you're ever looking for a good time in Chicago and you're a guy, just walk around that bean and find some other guy and look at him and go, hey, bro, do you know? Are we allowed to finger the bean? Anyway, that's a good time. All right, well, I may not be very smart. I may not be very religious, but I thank God 100 times a day for giving me an IQ above Republican. Thank you very much. Woo! Tough crowd.
Our new friend Craig from the West Side.
That's a tough crowd.
Craig and Craig's Lift.
Thank you, young lady. Appreciate you.
Alright, so moving right along. We got
Sure.
kind of a newer comedian here at Tuesday night. I'm not sure if she's been here before. But we're gonna
Go outside for a
call her
second.
next. Diana, are you ready? Everybody.
All right.
What's
This guy just performed live. And next time, if you want, I'll put you on live on YouTube.
Nice.
Let's see, how many we got? We got like, what, 0? Is that 0? Or 2? We got 2 people watching.
Wow.
Pretty exciting. That's so many. So many. Funny thing is, when you have like 14 or 15 people watching live, like later you're like, oh shit, there was actually 150 people that came in and out.
Yeah.
Right?
You have marijuana.
I do not.
Oh.
I'm
All right, well, I want to get out of here because I don't need to drink and drive. And life is good. Thanks for watching my open mic comedy night here at the 5 Bar. Apparently there's 3 nights a week I can do comedy here, so. And I know you all heard all those jokes pretty much before. In the future, I will do new jokes. I got plenty of new material, but I just thought I'd do what I thought was like automatic material. It worked so good before, but it's a tough crowd. And that's all good. Do no harm, do no crime. Thanks for watching All Good Things and All Good Time. And, you know, don't take no pills, don't snort nothing, don't drink and drive. Don't gamble. Don't be mean to your mom. Don't hang out with violent people, and don't get in the wrong relationships, and you'll probably have a kick-ass fucking life. Yo, yo, word up. Love you guys. Aloha. Oh, still going, still going. Vibe Bar Maui, there it is, right there. I think it might be a little bit of a gay bar, too.